What's going on, guys? Chaplain Mark here with a mechanic video. No, it ain't good if I'm actually out here working on cars. But I'm about to do a water pump on my 95 Lincoln Mark 8. This is a 4.6 liter Cobra engine. A lot of people don't know that the Cobra engine, well, it came in the Mark 8 before it came in anything. That's neither here nor there. But doing this water pump is going to be the same, guys, for all your 4.6s, your Panther platforms. That's your Town cars, your Crown Vics, uh, Grand Marquis. We can even get into the trucks. The water pump is virtually the same on all of them. Although some trucks have they don't have an electric cooling fan, so you'd have to take that off. But I'm gonna show you guys how easy it is to do this water pump. Pretty simple job. All cars really got a water pump. The job of the water pump is to push coolant throughout the engine to keep your engine cool. This water pump's leaking. Some water pumps, the bearings go bad and the pulley. Other water pumps, the propellers go bad and it stops its ability to push coolant around. But this one is just a leak, guys. So we'll go ahead and I'll show you how to dig in here and get it. Your water pump's right here. And what we're going to have to do is loosen these bolts. I like to loosen these bolts while the belt's still on, and put some tension on this pulley to stop it from moving. We'll go ahead and do that. And then once I get the pulley off or loosened up, then I'll take the belt off, the pulley off, and then we'll dig into it. But I just want to give you a brief explanation of what we're doing. And then I'll show you how all of that comes together with the next clip. So I'll break this up into clips. That way you don't have to see how slow I am. You know, for you, it'll be 10 minutes. It might take me 10 hours to do this job, but for you, you'll see this video in probably 10 minutes. All right, I'll be right back. All right, guys, so we down here at the water pump. You can see it a little bit clearly now that I've got the belt off and I've taken the pulley off. We'll go ahead and get all the bolts that hold the water pump on. As you can see, a lot of corrosion in here, guys. That probably comes from, this car has only got 50,000 miles original on it. It's been stored most of its life, but it's been also stored outside a lot. So Mother Nature claims all things that came from her. And believe it or not, everything in earth, everything that you have comes from Mother Nature. And believe it or not, also, it wants to return back there. So when you see things start to decay, the corrosion, all of that kind of stuff, the rust, it's all trying to complete its process of getting home. That's a whole different story right there. I can go into that real deep, but I'll keep this car related. And what I'll do is I'll start to tear into these bolts. You got 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5 bolts, guys. And then once I get those bolts loosened and taken off, I'll show you what it looks like when the water pumps off. All right, this is a third segment of this. I got the water pump off, as you can see. You see the corrosion around it. You see where it's been leaking. You see the evidence right here. Usually when things are leaking, it'll look darker in color than, say, the top here, where you can see nothing's been going on there. Here's our new water pump. It's only 4 bolts, guys. Pretty simple here. 13-inch bolts that hold the water pump on. 10-millimeter bolts that hold the pulley to the water pump, and a 1/2-inch drive ratchet or get your belt tensioner pulled off. You see where we're at? We're gonna clean this up a little bit, and then we're gonna proceed with popping this water pump right back on. It's really straightforward job, but at the end of the day, simple jobs can be bad jobs when you use a bad technique. You torquing on bolts the wrong way, not taking in time, not paying attention to what you're doing. You make a job like this, turn into a complete nightmare. But we're gonna take our time and get it done. Uh, I'll come back to you as we wrap up. All right, guys, we got the water pump installed. Only thing left to do is put the pulley back on and put the belt on. Probably not a bad idea to change your belt at this point. Uh, but that's pretty much it. Pretty simple job. Uh, it'll take a rookie under an hour. A pro, well, a lot less than that. But you're still going to pay probably an hour's labor, I'm guessing, to change this. That's why these videos, you can be a YouTube mechanic specialist, help you save money. Jobs like this you can do yourself. You don't have to pay nobody to do this job unless you're completely mechanically not inclined at all. So, but that's all I got for you guys. I just want to let you know one last thing. You go through the. Actually, you know what? What I'll do is I'll make the last video the video about how to bleed your cooling system, especially since you change a water pump, thermostat. Anytime you break open your cooling system, you got to bleed it. So we'll do that final, and then I'll be with you guys in a second. All right, guys, last part here. Water pumps installed, belts installed. Only final thing to do is you add coolant and you bleed the system. Uh, right here, we have a cap where you can take it off and kind of bleed it there. This is the highest point of the engine. We might have to do that. A lot of times you can get away with just running the engine with the heat on so that all the coolant is circulating through everywhere. And as the engine warms up and the thermostat opens, the coolant will circulate and bubbles are formed through there. You might have to play with your idle here and there, rev it up here and there. You got to be patient, guys. Just because you got the part installed and cooling in doesn't mean it's time to go crazy. Slow is fast, and fast is slow. A lot of people blow their engine because of an air pocket in the engine. You overheat it. Now you need head gaskets when all you had to do was take your time and bleed your engine properly. That's what we're going to do. We're going to let this thing run, get all the air pockets out of it, and we're done.